Hello to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. I've already prayed over your cards. Let's see what's in them. This reading is for the 29th of October through November 5th. Let's see what's in your cards. All right, let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. Ooh, rebirth here. Rebirth. Rebirth is emerging. Ooh. Death, rebirth. So, we are in Scorpio season, right? Right? So here we have the 10 of Pentacles here. Here we also have Queen of Pentacles here. Here we also have Page of Pentacles here. Here we also have 5 of Pentacles here. Source really wants somebody, and I'm talking to you wherever Capricorn is in your birth chart, right? Here we also have the 10 of Swords here, right? 10 of Swords here. So, someone is really learning how to keep people out of their business. Someone is really learning how to keep people out of their business. And it's two energies in particular you're learning how to keep people out of your business moving forward, right? Two types of energies you're learning how to keep out of your business, because it looks like, and it's what I've been saying the whole time. It really is just kind of what I've been saying the whole time. You know, you're kind of sort of really redefining legacy. When you talk about legacy wealth, it's just knowing your worth and really adding tax, to it, and not going down this, this rabbit hole of just, I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles here, someone who is really down to earth, someone who is really relatable, just kind of sort of buying into other people's fantasies. And it can become your nightmare, really. It really can become your nightmare. So somebody is, just wanting to be a part of something, buying into other people's nightmares, and it really could be your nightmare, whatever that means. Knocking on doors, not really knowing what's behind that door, going on a peculiar journey. That could look like, for a lot of things, wanting to find answers to things. Let's say, for instance, loved ones dying, and you wanted to know why, what happened, why did they die? Going on a journey, wanting to find out things, and people setting you up, right? That can look like a lot of things, right? This, when you talk about emotions, people having cameras, people taking video footage, at your weakest moment, and you finding out something later and it just making you sick to your stomach. People taking pictures of your family members, something, they don't even know that they're being taken video or pictures of them, just, at their weakest moments, right? Just making you sick to your stomach. And so Source is saying to you, somebody is really redefining, what that looks like. Because emotions are talking about water. When people are crying, when people are sad, when people are, just like you said, when you're at your lowest moment in life, that's what death looks like. When people are grieving, when they're mourning, and people are right there to capture those moments instead of helping you up. They're hurting, they're making things worse, right? They're right there to just make things worse, right? And so Source is saying somebody's about to feel like they're having a whole new lease on life, but you're learning how to keep people out of that, right? Learning how to keep people out of this whole new lease on life for you, while you're learning how to thrive, right? While you pick yourselves back up and thrive, right? And redefine what that looks like for you. So be very careful when you're grieving and when you're mourning and when people are insensitive during that time for you, and when people take advantage of you during that time. And again, I'm talking to you even if you're on the cusp of Aquarius or if you're on the cusp of Sagittarius, because people will do that. People will do that. So take advantage of that. And unfortunately, because you got all of this right here, you got family. Sometimes even your own family members will see a picture, a snapshot at you at your worst, is at your most vulnerable. And even some of them, remember the death card connects us with the judgment card. It also connects us with the tower card, right? Judgment card connects us with tower. Tower connects us with an impulsive nature. They will jump to conclusions and they will make a judgment. They will jump to conclusions and they will make a judgment. Even your own family members. They'll see you at your worst. You're vulnerable. Won't make a phone call. Won't say, oh my God, what happened? I saw something. Somebody told me something. That doesn't seem like you. I heard something. They'll just jump, make a judgment, right? And you could be thriving, but it'll make them sick to their stomach when they won't ask anything. They'll just make a judgment. So Source is saying to you that ends a lot of relationships and families, because people make judgment. They'll make harsh judgments and won't know what's going on. So Source is saying to you that ends a lot of relationships, in family. So whatever the situation is, Source is saying rebirth time. Rebirth, rebirth, rebirth. Time to hit a rebirth. And a lot of it is intentional. A lot of it, looking at the cards here, a lot of it is intentional. So whatever it is, add structure to, there's a rebirth for you. Add structure to some things. We are all divine beings of light who are having a human experience. Looking at your cards here, and it looks like there's two situations, two energies in the cards here that are who are playing a role in something. So when you heal your Chiron, you'll get to the bottom of everything. So when you heal your Chiron, you will get to, when you find out what your Chiron is, then you'll know. When you get to your Chiron, whatever your Chiron is, and that's pulling your birth chart, pull your birth chart. You do need your time of birth. You will know who is at the root of something. That'll be your answer. You'll know who's at the root of something, right? You'll know who's at the root of the mind games. Here's the Five of Swords here. And you'll look back. You'll know who is at the root of playing pawn. You playing you for a pawn, like playing, using you as a pawn. Here's the Knight of Swords here, so that you can get some rest. That's only if you're interested in knowing, but it doesn't make a difference. None of it makes a difference. Source is giving you some time to figure some things out. So you'll feel very lucky. Feel very lucky. Feel very fortunate. So get your rest. The Sun card is the most successful card in the deck. So move on. All of it is good because it's all Source. Everything is working out the way that it's supposed to work out. So just stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Here we have the Three of Cups. So stay in a posture of gratitude. Stay in a posture of gratitude, because people are talking now. There's some lips moving. Some people are talking now. So save yourself, right? Save yourself. So what's coming across your path is a soulmate. Excuse me. A soulmate is coming across your path. If it hasn't already come across your path, a soulmate is coming across your path. So some people are talking. So here we have the King of Swords here. So what Source is trying to get you to do is get to a clarity of thought in your own mind. And again, I'm not just talking to you if you're a Capricorn. I'm talking to you even if you're on the cusp of Aquarius. So check your birth chart. And if you're a cusper, then it goes by your year, right? Your year of birth, right? And check your houses in your birth chart as well, because wherever Capricorn is in your birth chart, I'm talking to you as well, right? But so Source is saying to you, everything is fine. Everything is fine. So even if you're looking on your cell phone, you have blossomed into this butterfly, you have gone through a metamorphosis. You've gone through a metamorphosis. Source is trying to get somebody to learn how to stop talking, like stop being used as a pawn when it comes to, excuse me, being used as a pawn talking about family members. That's what Source is trying to get, like stop going in between. So let's say your parents are divorced, or you have older siblings, and you're talking about this sibling going from one person's house to the next person's house, or you got cousins and you're talking about people. Source is really trying to get somebody to stop being used as a pawn, because people jump to conclusions about things. If people are not talking to other people, something happened that caused somebody to be sick to their stomach. Somebody took pictures or video footage of something that made somebody feel sick to their stomach without someone's knowledge. That's what this is here. That's what this is here. And people are talking about things. That's what this is. So number 3 looks like lips, right? So somebody's talking about things. And so Source is trying to give you some time to figure some things out, Capricorn. You know, Source is really, really trying to get you in this. This is water energy. This is water energy. So Source is really trying to get you to that, your polarity sign, which is Cancer. Cancer is water. That's to get into your intuition, your emotions. That's intuition, right? So find out what your moon sign is. Learn how to pour into yourselves. A lot of times people only listen to water sounds when it's just like, oh, okay, I feel like I have blockages in my money. I feel like I got blockages in this. I'm going to move on from that. Like just being stubborn until there's this major blockage. I haven't had dreams in a long time. I feel like my love life, there's a love drought. My money has dried up. That's dried up. If you discipline yourself, just listen to it. Listen to water sounds on a regular basis. Retrain your ears, right? Because a lot of people have found out how many people jump to conclusions, have jumped to conclusions in this cycle, right? So let's say, for instance, you feel like a family member, for instance, they can't be thriving the way that they thriving. Like their money is looking good, they traveling, they doing this, they doing it. They must be doing something else. They must be into something else, right? And people are jumping to conclusions about other things, right? See how this person is outside a door? They must be doing something else behind closed doors, right? See this right here? They must be doing something else behind closed doors, right? And you get somebody ruthless in the mix, and they do something. You know, somebody ruthless sets somebody up, right? Guess who jumps to conclusions? Sometimes family members jump to conclusions and don't even know what's really happening here. So Source is saying, free yourself. Free yourself from all of that. Free yourself from all of that, right? Put a manhole cover over the past. Just free yourself from all of that. Free yourselves from all of that. So, because a lot of it, 3 and 5 is 8, minus 1 is 7. A lot of it has to do with the environment that you're in. People really do believe the worst about people depending on the environment that you're in. So if you're in an environment where people are, this is like right here, spell work, a lot of negative talk about people, people who hurt people, people who really believe, you know, that whatever people's belief system, you know, about where people live, what people are doing, in this case, you know, as far as whatever their thought process, if people believe certain things about people, then that could play some role in what your thoughts are. Here we have the 8 of Swords here. It can it could cause you to have dark thoughts about people. It could really cause you to stop talking to people, right? Or it could cause people to stop talking to you. So, but Swords is saying to you, everything is fine. Yep. But either or, it's all good. 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 So that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. That is what I'm seeing here in your cards. So the 8 of Swords is the energy is directed outward. The energy is directed outward. Yeah. It can cause you to stay away from certain people because you can feel like, oh my God, you know, what in the world? I heard this. People are telling me that. You know, it can literally make you sick to your stomach if you sit around listening to all this negative stuff about people. Instead of you talking directly to people and asking people and just saying, hey, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm gossiping, but I heard this. You know, so-and-so told me such and such, you know, and I just want to hear it directly from you. Is this true? You know, is this true? I just want to hear it directly from you. A lot of times people don't do that. So it's saying take these blindfolds off. Take the blindfolds off. Take the blindfolds off. So here's the Two of Swords. Because if you got on blindfolds, if you feel like you're at an impasse when it comes to certain things and you've stopped talking to certain people, you're also going to miss the blessings, because Source is also saying to you, you have a world of opportunities in front of you. You also miss those blessings too, to travel, to meet new people, and all those other things too. So somebody's third eye is open, and that's what Source is trying to tell you, is that your third eye is open. And that's what Source is trying to tell you, is that if you stay stuck in grief and mourning about something, you know, you're going to miss all of these opportunities that lie ahead, right? And that's in every sense of the word, not just the physical loss of a loved one. Source is saying to you, the overthinking, the being at an impasse, the drying up your own creativity, the, you know, missing opportunity to learn new things, traveling, however you're learning new things, reading books, hopping on off planes, you know, keeping people out of your business, just closing your vault door. Just literally, you have the key to your own vault door, creating your own legacy, you know, putting a manhole cover over the past, like staying away from ruthless energies. Like Source is saying to you, move on from something. And that's what Source is trying to do, is give somebody some time to just recognize just how successful your life is. You know, move on from something, right? You're literally right there at your vault door. Here's the Five of Cups here. Five of Cups. So it's two situations, it looks like, you know, that's really gotten somebody just kind of sort of thinking, you know, when you think about certain things, you're trying to close out cycles. And so Source is saying it's time. Source is about to speed up some things for you. Really, really speed up your prayers. So 2 and 8 is 10. So here we have 9. So some things are about to come to light for you. So go ahead and help you to speed up some things, right? So 2 and 8 is 10, minus 1 is 9. So Source is going to put to rest some things for you. Just go ahead and clear some. But somebody's going to feel very lucky. Source is going to put to rest some things for you. So good for you. Yep, here's the 9 of Coins again. So help you to get to financial independence. So right behind you, right there at your vault door. So I will put to rest some things for you to help you get to that vault door to get to financial independence. Right? So you can stay focused. So literally is like Source saying to you, I'm going to fight for you. Right? It's always nice that Source is saying, I'm going to fight for you. Like that spirit is like, I'm going to fight for you. So you can stay focused. That's like that fresh wind. Like Source is saying, I'm going to fight for you. Right? I'm going to fight for you. So here's the 7 of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to close it out for you. That's what Source said. I'm going to go ahead and close it out for you. I'm going to get that. I'm going to go ahead and speak up for you. I'm going to go ahead and move you on. Right? I'm going to go ahead and move you on so you can go ahead and transition. Here's the 6 of Wands. So I'm going to get you back on the horse again. I'm going to get you back in the saddle so you can move on. Right? Get you back in that saddle so you can move on. Back on the center stage again. Here we have the 8 of Cups here. Right? 8 of Cups. So you can get to higher ground. I'm going to get you moving again, right? I'm going to fight for you, right? So that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do. Toss some things into a burning bowl. Get out and get some sun. Yep. So that's what Source is trying to tell you, is like, I'm going to fight for you. That's what Source is trying to tell somebody. Is like, Source is saying, I'm going to fight for you. Make sure you get to to a higher ground, right? So that's always nice. That's a good thing, right? So you can go ahead and break that chain, break that cycle. All right. Good deal, Capricorn. Good deal. So you can start thriving again. So that you can start thriving again. There you go. So you can stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, right? That's right. So you can move on from past disappointments. You can move on. Move on, move on, move on. That's right. That's right. So pour into yourselves more. Just pour into yourselves more. So Angel Gabrielle, the messenger of God, is with you. So it's time to schedule a vacation. Pour into yourselves more. The dispenser of justice is with you. And so third eye chakra cleanse. Somebody X wants to return. Whoever X is that. Ex friend, ex whomever. It doesn't really matter, but just move on. Really, just move on. Take a page out of people's books that y'all sometimes believe is just when they move on, they don't even look back. Y'all have a lot of ancestors around y'all. Y'all have enough examples of loved ones in your lives who have been stabbed in the back, talked about, laughed at. Y'all got loved ones in y'all lives who have moved on from shady love people who say they love them. Y'all have enough family members who have been talked about. Draw from their strength. They have moved on. Y'all got loved ones who have relocated, who have gotten up from shady family members and just moved on. And they are thriving. People have jumped to conclusions about them. They have seen bad pictures of them, seen them at their worst, laughed, talked about them, and then come to find out, you see them and they thriving, having a good life, and people saying, "Oh, I thought this," and somebody told them such and such, somebody told them this and that, and so it wasn't even that at all. When you get the chance to talk to them and you hear a totally different version of something, oh my God, the way they told me it was such and such, just negative. Dark spell work. Remember, we're still in a cycle where you can still banish, release, get rid of all those dark hexes and spell work. So yeah. So Archangel Michael, the dispenser of justice, is with you. And so somebody's ex wants to return. And so Source is really trying to get somebody to higher ground. Source is really trying to get somebody to higher ground here. So somebody is going to fight for you. So document your dreams day and night, but take some time to decide. You have the gift of deja vu. That's remembering the future. And so somebody is just, like I said, around some toxic masculinity. And toxic masculinity is not always, it's not just men, right? It could, like I said, when we talk about divinity, we're talking about source, right? So that's divine masculinity, which is not just men. Divine masculinity can come in the form of woman, man, woman, right? So you are an answered prayer to a lot of people. But anyway, create the change that you want, back straight, walk away. You're not going backward to any exes, but treat yourselves to a spa day that could help somebody in their divine feminine energy. But keep moving forward. Pray for them. Just keep moving forward, whoever your ex is. Or don't pray for them. Really, Source is trying to bring somebody into, move forward. Just move forward. Just move forward. Just move forward. Yeah, just move forward. Let's see what else we got going on here. Just keep moving forward. Yeah, just keep moving forward, because this is, like I said, the time and space that we're in right now is really, really just about the time and space that we're in right now is it's all about banishing and just releasing. It really, really is all. It's all about releasing. It is all about releasing, releasing. And just getting ready. We're in a new moon phase. We're in a whole new moon phase. New moon phase, right? New moon phase. And so somebody is really getting just, somebody is just really getting tired of fighting people about other people, and you shouldn't have to. You really should not have to fight anybody about anybody else, about why anybody walked away, why anybody moved on with their lives. You shouldn't have to fight. You shouldn't have to put the dukes up. Like, you shouldn't have to answer any questions. You shouldn't have to be any kind of a go-between, defend, none of those things, right? So, yeah, none of those things at all. You really, really should not have to. So, and you won't. You really won't. You won't have to. You really won't have to. Yeah, you really, really won't have to. So, and it's like I said, it's two situations here that source is just trying to help somebody to, you're going to feel very, very fortunate that you're able to just kind of sort of move on. And I see you moving on to financial independence. So close off your vault door, close out your vault door. Stop allowing yourselves to be used as pawns, and just kind of sort of move on. But if anybody is asking anybody, this is anybody, somebody asks if you're a cousin, somebody asking about another cousin, a brother, sister, a colleague, asking you about anybody. And I have been saying this for years, Capricorn. Even if somebody's asking somebody how someone else is doing, start disciplining yourselves. And if you're being bullied in any way, shape, form, or fashion, if someone has picked up on something that you being bullied, that they can pick up on some inflection in your voice and they have stopped talking to you, it is because they're picking up on something in your energy that maybe they feel like you're not safe. You can be like a weightlifter size big, whatever that is, right? And if they're picking up on like you're not safe and people are just like, like constantly because that can be a form of spell work too. Like somebody just keep asking the same questions over and over and over again. But your size doesn't really matter. You could have somebody nagging you, at home. They could be 4'9", you could be 6'7", and somebody can keep nagging you over and over and over again about somebody asking the same question. That's a form of spell work, right? And somebody just decide, hey, you got somebody at home keep nagging you, asking you the same question over and over and over again. They may stop talking to you, just for that reason alone. Respect it. Just respect it. Respect it, respect it, respect it. Because they're trying to protect you. You can't answer what you don't know. You really cannot answer what you don't know. So, Source is saying somebody's trying to help you to protect yourself from ruthless energy. But Source is just saying to you, somebody is somebody who somehow is connected to you, like I said before, is just associated with nightmares. Keeps trying to argue with you, keeps trying to fight you, somehow trying to dry up your creativity by trying to say the same thing to you over and over and over again. It's like, y'all know, like in music, the hook of a song, right? It's like gets you hooked. Y'all know the hook of a song, right? It gets you hooked, right? That's part of spell, or words or spells, right? Will get you hooked on a particular song. So sometimes you don't remember the first verse, second verse, you don't remember the chorus or third verse, but you'll remember a hook of a song. You remember the beat, you remember the hurt, you remember the frequency, and it always puts you in the mind of something, right? It'll put you in the mind of something. But Source is just trying to tell somebody, it's like, take the blindfolds off. Like, everything is fine. Everything is fine. You got some ruthless people out here that will do some things, that will take snapshots of stuff and show you something, because you all are like, you deal with the physical existence of things, Capricorn, and will show you something, and all you will see something that'll make you sick to your stomach, and you'll just believe what you see or believe what you hear. And I'm saying this in the highest complimentary way. I'm not saying this to offend you all. in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So please don't take that the wrong way, Capricorn, because we're talking about, loved ones here, people that you love, right? And I'm saying it even if you're on the cusp, right? But just pray for, if it's something that's offensive to you, and if you can't get to people or talk to people or whatever the case may be, people do all kinds of things to kind of sort of bait people into, have you talked to somebody? What did they say? That kind of thing. But not everybody falls for stuff. Not everybody, falls for, falls for things. So Source is just trying to give you some time to kind of sort of clear the air, within yourself, clear the air within yourself and not lament over everything, right? So not lament over everything. But Source, you have a lot of ancestors around you that's fighting your battles for you. That's fighting your battles for you. So trust your ancestors. Trust your ancestors. And just pray for people. Pray for people. Just pray. Pray, pray, pray. Just pray for people. Pray for people. You'd be surprised at the horrible things that family members say about each other, and then you see family members years later, and you say, well, I heard so and so. Like, people just tend, you see stuff, and you see family members years later, you say, oh, I heard such and such and such, and it's not that at all. It's not that at all. So acceptance, radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Yeah. Yeah. So it's two situations, like I said before. Source is saying, people sometimes, I'm looking at the cards upright and in reverse, and for some of you all, what some of you all are going to learn is that when you move on, Capricorn, and I'm talking to you, man, woman, however you identify, some of you all are going to see the cracks in the foundation of your family when you move on, that it wasn't as solid as you thought. And thank you for those of you all who put your comments in the comment section, because you're inspiring more Capricorns than you realize I'm seeing here in the cards. You're going to see a lot of cracks in the foundation when you're fighting for purpose, because that's what this entire cycle has been about. You're going to hear people jump to conclusions about a lot of things. They're going to hear the first negative thing they hear about you, they're going to jump to conclusions. If somebody says they saw you somewhere or talking to somebody, or you could have taken a picture, or somebody could have, taken a pic, or, or whatever, they're going to believe the worst possible thing about you, or whatever. They could hear you thriving, or they're going to assume you doing something strange for change or funny for money to be thriving. Like, just the weirdest, crazy stuff. So Source is just saying to you, listen, somebody feels like they got a prize for something. Source is saying none of that even matters. None of it even really matters. None of it matters. None of it really matters, Capricorn. Keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations really, really high. There's a lot of hurt and there's a lot of pain here, looking at the cards here. A lot of hurt and a lot of pain in the cards. A lot of sword energy, in the cards. A lot of sword. But all you need to know is that Source is bringing you towards financial independence. You're going to feel like you have a whole new lease on life. Somebody needs to learn how to keep people out of their business. Keep people out of your family business. In other words, keep your mouth closed. Like, for real, like somebody talks too much. Somebody wants so bad to be a part of something so bad. That's what this looks like here in the cards. And, it's like I said, I don't know who this is for. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like somebody has a really, really big heart. That's what this looks like here. And really big-hearted people, end up just getting hurt. You know, somebody just want you know, like want to be a part of something so bad. It's like a person who, I want everybody to get along so bad, end up it just backfires. So sources saying somebody's learning on, unfortunately, the hard way, that it doesn't work like that. It really just doesn't. Somebody's really learning how to respect other people's boundaries and other people's space. You're learning how to respect other people's boundaries and other people's space. Some people really look at stuff as competition. Some people look at it as like it's their way or the highway. It will make you feel like, looking at your cards, we don't want that energy as a part of this family. And we going to make them look like, appear the worst possible reason. We going to show you why we don't want that to be a part of our family. Right? So it's just saying, but really everything is fine. Everything is fine. Really everything is fine. So you get to the rebirth side. And that's what Source is trying to tell you. You get to the rebirth side. You get to the rebirth side. That kind of sort of seems like, and I'm saying again, this in the highest complimentary way for Capricorns, it really, really seems like, that seems like it's a challenge, you know, for my Capricorns. It seems like it's a challenge for my Capricorns. It's like, I know, you know, like family is really, really important for you all. Your family, your friendships, you know, those kind of things for you all. But you all are a cardinal sign. And so Source is saying, really learn, you all are ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is a planet of rules, structure, traditions. It's time to learn how to create your own structure, your own traditions, your own rules in a very authoritative way. Know your own value, your own worth. Your own worth. Because when you don't know your own worth, other people will set it for you. They will tell you who can be a part. They basically will say, we will tell you who can be a part of your family and who will not be a part of your family. Like, they will tell you who can be a part of your family and who will not. And it'll have you sitting right here like this, sick to your stomach. So you won't even sit at your own table, at the head of your own table with the big piece of chicken. You be sitting there with the flat part of the chicken wing at your own table. Be sitting at the side of your own. You can't even sit at the head of your own table. So Source is saying, somebody gonna learn how to, on the rebirth side, how to take charge at the head of your own life. That's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do. Take charge at the head of your own life. There it is, 88. I am wealthy. So, yeah, so you are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which will bring financial and material abundance into your life. Yeah, so that's what Source is trying to help somebody to do, is just like really not fight people, you know, for anybody else. Source has them. Don't worry about them. Source is saying everything is not what you think it is. Everything is not what you think you see, because you're looking at it with your naked eyes. That's what you're looking at things with your naked eyes. Source needs you to get focused on with your spiritual eyes. This right here, Source doesn't need you to be on the dark side of the number 8. Dark side of the number 8 is succumbing to passive and powerless behavior and egotistical, materialistic, and forceful, where people are going to force you to sit on the side of your own table. Source needs you to be on the light side of the number 8, right? That top window for the 8, where Source gave you a vision for your own life. And that bottom window for the number 8, where you have a good product and service that's going, that infinity symbol right here, where you have an infinite amount flow, an infinite flow of wealth and abundance into your life. That's what Source is trying to help somebody to learn how to do. So let Source fight your battles. You have a lot of ancestors that's fighting for you. And they here. They fighting for you. Yeah, they know you're a person who is you have a sweetheart. So accept that. You're a sweetheart. So my body is complete and ever healing. I welcome the idea of perfect health into my mind, body, and spirit. My mind is healed. My body is healed. I am perfectly whole. That's right. That's right. So just pray for them. Just pray for them. Just pray for them. Joy. I was created for a purpose. There it is. Great things happen to me each day. These are your affirmations. My very presence is a blessing. I believe in myself. Joy is a choice, and I choose joy. Greater is coming. I am enough. I am enough. That's right. I am enough. That's right. Know your worth. Know your worth. That's right. Know your worth. All right. So there we go. That is what I have for you. Again, close out this cycle. This cycle actually closes on the 31st of October. Closes on 31st of October. So yeah, don't worry about people talking negatively about anybody else. Like I said, release that. Toss it into a burning bowl. Toss it into a burning bowl. You guys are pretty ruthless people out here. They do all kinds of stuff. They try to catch people when they're grieving. I mean, really at their lowest point in grieving. People can be grieving a whole lot of things. People grieve when people move away and they're sad, and grief is so weird and crazy. People could be up one day. They could have a moment where they see something and it causes them to grieve, and people could assume they just depressed and just down for the whole count, right? And then they could have a moment where they're just having a good day. Grief is just tricky. It really is just tricky. So, but don't assume the worst. Don't assume the worst. Don't assume the worst. Don't assume the worst. Right? So companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. Right? So yeah. All right. That is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. All right? Bye.